Hi guys, me Kamal. I'm explaining the week 7 math quiz. Okay, so here it's all about ln and all the stuff. So here they want the derivative of y equals to ln 10. You know the derivative, there's no x yani. So the derivative of a constant is 0 yani. So here the answer is gonna be 0. It's obvious yani. Okay? 0. بعدين for part B they said if x ln 3x minus 6x is equal to what is y prime. So here you know that this is u times v, right? U times v, which is equal u times v is equal to u prime v plus u prime v u prime v u v prime. Okay, so now let's do it. We take this is the derivative of 6x is 6, you know, so it will be minus 6, and then derivative of this. So now this is x ln 3x. So okay, this is u prime is 1, so 1 times v, which is 1 times ln of 3x, okay, plus u, which is x, v prime. V prime is the derivative of ln 3x, which is 1 over x. Okay, always the ln of x, 4x, 3x, all of that is 1 over x. So times 1 over x. And then you solve, so it will become ln of 3x. Okay, and then this will cancel, and then it will be 1. So total is 1. But then, so it will be plus 1. And then the minus 6 that you found derivative in the awwal yani, you do minus 6. So the answer will be ln of 3x minus 6 plus 1, which is plus 5. And your answer is ln x 3x minus 5. Okay, part C, let me just go down. So here's 0, it's this. For part C, they gave you y equals to 1 over 3 ln of 2x3 plus 2. When you have the rule for the derivative of, when you have ln of u with an x inside, yani like this, so it's all of this, okay? The derivative of that is x prime, no wait, u prime over u prime over u. That's the formula. So here we have 1 over 3 stays outside because here it's c times u, right? And the derivative of c times u is equal to c plus u prime. Okay, so times u prime, I mean. Okay, so here we leave 1 over 3 how it is, and then times 2x3 over plus 2. So you do u prime over u. So you do the derivative up, which the derivative of this is 6x squared, okay, over u, yani the thing, 2x3 plus 2. Okay, so here what will happen is, what you can do, oh well, you can simplify this and this, so it will become now 2x squared, okay, over 2x3 plus 2. Here they want it in simplest form. For the denominator, you can take 2 as a common factor, so it will be 2x2 over 2x3 plus 1. You can cancel both those, so your final answer is x squared over x3 plus 1. So x squared over x3 plus 1. X squared over x3 plus 1. This one. This is your final answer, okay? Moving on to question number 2. Okay, here, which of the following is true? They want 6 ln x plus 5 ln y minus 4 ln z. So when you have this type, put it back how it is. So here, this like equation becomes ln of x6 plus ln of y5 minus ln of z4. Okay, you know, because you know that in when you have like, let's say ln of y12, okay? To solve it in simplest form, you can take, it will be 12 ln y. You know that. And to put it back is, you know, it's the same thing. So this becomes, and you know that when you have ln plus ln, you can times their, since they are both ln, okay? So say ln of a plus ln of b is equal to ln of a times b, okay? And if it was ln of a minus ln of b, it will be equal to ln of a over b, okay? So the first one will be ln of x6 times y5, right? And then minus ln of z4. Now you have, now you have, as I said, a minus b, right? So you do this over this. So to be ln of x6 times y5 over z4. And that's your final answer, which is right here. It's very simple. Question number 3. They gave you which of the following is the solution of ln of 3x over x plus 1 equals to 1. Here, when you have this type of equation, when you have ln of an equation, okay, say anything is equal to 1 or equal to anything, okay, you get rid of n first, ln. So to find it, this will become, you take the equation of ln, 3x over x plus 1 is equal to e to the power of whatever this is. This is 1, so e to the power of 1. Let's say if the equation was ln of 3x over 2 is equal to, let's say 5. So here it will be 3x over 2 is equal to e to the power of 5, okay? So here we continue. So let's times this up there. So it will be now 3x is equal to ex plus e, right? Because you times it there. And then you take e there. So it will be 3x minus ex is equal to e. Here you can take x as a common factor. So x will be 3 minus e is equal to e. Divide by 3 minus e on both sides. X will be equal to e over 3 minus e. So x will be equal to e over 3 minus e. And it's that simple. Question number 4. So here they want us to integrate the this to the integral from 8 to 216 of 1 over 3x dx. They want it in terms of ln. Okay, so they said integral from 8 to 116 1 over 3x dx. So here, you know, the constant here is 1 over 3. You take it out. So now to be 1 over 3 integral of 8 216 of 1 over x dx. And you know that the derivative, the integral of 1 over x is ln, okay, ln of x, because you know that this is y prime is 1 over x. Here it's y prime. They want it integrated to put it back to itself, so it's ln x. So ln x, so it will be 1 over 3 ln of x of 8 216. And then you do 1 over 3. You replace both values times ln of 216 minus ln of 8. And I just told you that when you have two lns, the same thing, they are, when they are subtracting, you do it over each other. So it will be 1 over 3 times ln of 216 over 8. And then you know that 216 over 8 is 27, okay? So now 1 over 3 times ln of 27, okay? And then here, they want a whole number. They don't want, there's no number outside here. They want it whole number. So, you know that 27, okay? When you have 27, and there's, you know, 1 over 3 ln 27, you can put it as a power here. So to be ln of 27 to the power of 1 over 3. And then when you solve it in the calculator, you get ln of 3. And that's your answer. So the answer will be 3. When you put 27 to the power of 1 over 3 on a calculator, you get 3. So the answer is 3. Okay, question number 5. Here it's the same thing. So here, look, now there's an a and there's a 4 here. Okay, so here it's the derivative, the integral of 6 to 96 of 10 over x. Here you can take 10 as a common, as a constant. So the integral from 6 to 96 of 1 over x dx. And then it will be now 10 times ln of x, okay, from 6 to 96. And then since it's going to be ln of 96 minus ln of 6, you can do it over each other. So it will be 10 times ln of 96 over 6, okay? And 96 over 6 is 16. So 10 ln of 16. Here, look, they said it's 4. What is 4, okay? Here, to have 16 as 4, what is 16? 16 can be 2 to the power of 4. No, it's not. You want the base 4, so it's 4 to the power of 2. So it will be 10 ln of 4 to the power of 2. And when you have a power, you can put it there. So now it will be 10 times 2, which is 20. So 20 ln 4. And that's your final answer. The A is 20. Okay? Ln is 20. Question number 6. Here they want us to find, they gave us f of x is ln of x7. Find the value of f prime 1 over 8. So they want you to find the derivative and then replace 1 over 8 as x. So here ln of x7 is what? Ln of x7 is 7 ln x, right? And then here they want the derivative. So this is c times u, right? So it's c times u prime. The derivative of this is c times u prime. So c stays how it is, 7 times u prime ln x. Derivative of ln x is 1 over x. So 1 over x. And then here you can solve this. So it will be now 7 over x. You found y prime. Now they wanted 1 over 8. Replace x as 1 over 8. So to be 7 over 1 over 8, which will be equal, now this all will be equal to the 56. And that's your final answer, 56. Okay? Question number 7. Here there's 2 parts. Okay, this is very easy also. So here they give you the integral of 2 to 162 of 5 over x dx. So you take, as you know, you take 5 outside. So to be now 5 integral from 2 162 of 1 over x. This will become, okay, 5 times ln of x from 2 to 162, right? Which is the same thing as this. But then it will become 5 times ln of 162 minus ln of 2. Okay, and then you put it over each other, because you know when you have two lns subtracting, you put them over each other. So it'll be 5 times ln of 162 over 2. So you know that 162 over 2 is equal to a 81. Yeah, 81. So now it will be 5 times ln of 81. And here, as you can see, so it will be now 81. So here 5 times ln of 81, okay, is equal to what? So here you can see it as 3. And you know 81 is 3 to the power of 4. So now this will become 5 times ln of 3 to the power of 4. Move the 4 there to like outside. It will mean now 5 times 4 is 20 ln 3, and that's your final answer. Here is 20, so it's 81 and 20. Okay, moving on to part B. Here the same thing, you take 20 outside because it's a constant. 2 to 16 1 over x. Okay, so now this one will become is equal to 20 times ln of x, which from 2 to 16. Okay, from 2 to 16, and then this will become 20 times ln of 16 minus ln of 2. Okay, so and then it will be equal to 20 times ln of 16 over 2. So it will be 20 ln of 8. So here you see you want it in the base of 2. Okay, the base of 2. And you know that 8 is 2 to the power of 3. So 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So 2 to the power of 3. So it will be 20 ln 2 to the power of 3. Take the 3 there. It will be now 60 ln of 2. And that's your final answer, 60. So it will be 81, 20, and 60. 81, 20, and 60. I hope you guys understood. Now moving on to question number 8. Okay, here question number 8 is like almost the same as question number 1. Okay, so part A, they said y equal to ln 10. What's the derivative? You know the constant, there's no x, so it's 0. Always, okay? And then here ln of 10x. It will become, so you know that ln of x, okay, is 1 over x, and there's a 10, so times 10. So this will become 10 over x. That's your final answer. It's very easy. Also here 10 ln x, okay? For part C, also the same. Wait. Part B is wrong. One second. When you have 10 ln of 10x, okay? So when you have this, it will become يعني انه ln of x is 1 over x, صح? And the ln of 10x is 1 over 10x. but it'll be times the derivative of 10x, which is 10. So you cancel both 10s and it will become 1 over x. Okay, 1 over x. Always, as I said, when you have ln of 2 million x, it's the derivative of this is 1 over x, always, okay? Here it's 10 ln x. 10 times derivative of ln x is just 1 over x, so it'll become 10 over x. So this is 10 over x. For part D, also the same here. This is 10 times derivative of this. And you know, it's u prime over u. So derivative of that over the original one. So to be 10 times the derivative of that, which is 2x plus 2 over x squared plus 2x. And then what you can do here is you can basically just take the 10. No, 1 second. You can take the 10. Yeah, so it will be 10 2x plus 2 over x squared plus 2, and then you take 2 here as a common number, so it will be 10 times 2 of x plus 1 over x squared plus 2, so it will be now 20 of x plus 1 over x squared plus 2. See, 20 x plus 1 over x squared plus 2. It's very easy. Okay, so the answers here was 0, 1, 0, 1, 10, and 20. Okay. Question number 9. Here the same question, but different numbers. Like as the first question, so I'm not gonna like solve it. No, okay, I'm gonna solve it. House here it will be ln of x4 plus ln of y12 minus ln of z5. So here it's plus, so to be now ln of x4 times y12, and then it's minus ln of z5, so you put it over, so now to be ln of x4 y12 over z5, and that's your final answer. So it will be now 4, 12, and 5. 4, 12, and 5 for your final answers. 4, 12, and 5. Alright, question number 10. So here they said, they want ln of 3,200. What do you do here? First, you take 3,200 is what? Is 32 times 100, right? And then 100 is 10 times 10. And you know that 2 times 5, 2 times 5, right? And also 32 is 16 times 2, 16 times 2. And then 4 and 4. And then 2, 2, 2, 2. So here, how much 2's are there? 1, 1, 2, 3. Wait, let me write it in a highlighter, Ahsan. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay? So there's 2 to the power of 7. Okay? And then for the 5s, you always count the end of everything. You understand? And there's 2 5s. So 5 to the power of 2 times 5 to the power of 2. You found it easily. So now ln of 3,200 is equal to 2 to the power of 7, okay, and 3 to the power of other. So it will be now ln 2 to the power of 7 plus ln of 5 to the power of 2, right? And then you know that you take the exponent out, so to be 7 ln 2 plus 2 ln and 2 ln 5. 7 ln 2 plus 2 ln 5. It's very, very simple. 7 ln 2 plus 2 ln 5, okay? Question number 11. Here they want, if I can remember, the investment thing. So here it will be, here they want, it takes how much years they want T, okay? They gave you for $10 to grow 1,000 if invested at 9% compounded annually. So you know that the formula of the investment is A equal to P 1 plus R to the power of T, right? So we already have A, which is the 1,000. They gave us already the answer. We want T. So 1,000 is equal to P, which is 10, the thing that he invested, because he invested 10 to grow this much. This is the final and this is the investment. Okay, 1 plus R. R is 9%. You just put 9%. Okay, to the power of T. Put it in a calculator and you'll find the answer, which is 53 years. I hope I'm not wrong, but it's okay. 53. Question number 12. Here, they said that the integral of 3, the integral from minus 1 to 3 of 4x over x squared plus 1. Okay, so here let's solve it. So the integral of minus 1 to 3 of 4x over x squared plus 1, x squared plus 1. Okay. So here let's take u substitution dx. Okay, let's take u equals to x squared plus 1. So u will be equal to x squared plus 1, and then du over dx, the derivative of that will be 2x, and then so you find it as dx equals, which is du over 2x. Okay, you found what dx is, and when you do so u substitution, you change the point. So for x equals to 3, u will be equal to 10, and for x equals to minus 1, u will be equal to 2. So you found the new point. So what you do now, integral from the new point, which is 2 and 10, of 4x over u, because you said this is u, and dx is du over 2x. So you simplify this, so now it will become the integral from 2 to 10 of 2 over u du. You take 2 outside because it's a constant, so 2 to 10 of 1 over u du. Du is the same thing as dx, and 1 over u is the same as 1 over x. So this will become now 2 times ln of u, okay, from 2 to 10. And so this is 10 minus 2, which is 10 over 2. So 2 ln of 5, because it's 10 over 2. So 2 ln of 5. Here they want ln of k total. So you take this back as exponent. So it will be ln of 5 to the power of 2, which is equal to 25. Ln of 25. And that's your final answer. Here will become 25. Okay, for part B, here they gave us, okay, here it's a bit tricky because they give us tan and pi over 6 and all that stuff. Okay, so here you know that this is, tan is, for integral from 0 to pi over 6, tan, so let's take 4 outside. Tan is, that sine over cosine, sine x over cosine x dx, okay? Let's take u as cosine, okay? U will be equal to cosine of x. So the derivative of that, okay, is minus sine of x, because you know that the y is equal to cosine x, y prime is minus sine x. So du over dx is equal to minus sine of x. So dx will be equal to du over minus sine x, okay? And you found the du and everything. But then here, now what you do is you go back. So it will be now the integral. You take, you find the new points, change the boundaries, because when you get u. So pi over, for x equal to pi over 6, u will be equal to, so cosine of pi over 6, which is equal to 0, it will become 0. Pi over 6, yeah. Pi over 6 is, give me a second. Sorry guys, so cosine of cosine of 1, because you replace now x there, so cosine of 180 over 6 will become, u will become radical 3 over 2, okay, because you know that 180 over 6 is 30, and cosine of 30 is radical 3 over 2. So now it will become radical 3 over 2. Okay, and for x equals to 0, you will also become, because cosine of 0 is 1, so it become 1, okay? So now, okay, you found the new points, radical 3 over 2 and 1. When you do that, now you do radical 3 over 2 and 1, alright? And then, radical 3 over 2, and now it will become 1 over, you take, it will be sine of x over u times du over minus sine x, because what we found, because we took this as u, and dx is this. So now you minus sine here, the negative stays there. But here, okay, since the negative stays there, you take the negative outside with the 4, so minus 4. So now it will become, I'm gonna like continue writing it. Problem there's no space. Anyways, so since you cancel this, the minus goes outside. So to be now minus, I'm gonna do it here. Minus 4, okay, integral from 1 to radical 3 over 2 of 1 over u. Why u? Because 1 over u, the sign cancels to become 1. So 1 over u du, okay, times du. 1 over u du. And then you know that 1 over u, which is the same as 1 over x, which is the integral of 1 over x is ln. So now you take minus 4 of ln of x between 1 and radical 3 over 2. And then you do, so it will become radical 3 over 2 minus 1. So it will be over 1. So minus 4 of ln of radical 3 over 2 over 1, which is the same thing as minus 4 ln of radical 3 over 2. And that's your answer here. And then you take the 4 there. 1 second. Let's take the 4 up there, leave the minus there. So now it will become ln of you do radical radical of 3 over 2 all to the power of 4. Okay, when you do it all to the power of 4, you'll get so it will be now ln of 9 over 16. See, ln of 9. No, 1 second, there's something. There's something wrong. Give me a second. Like you do 1 minus radical 3 over 2. My bad, guys. So it will be 4, okay, of ln of 1 minus ln of radical 3 over 2. Radical 3 over 2. Okay, let me just erase this here because it's... Okay, radical 3 over 2. So now 1 over radical 3 over 2 is 2 radical 3 over 3. So now it will be 4, okay. Okay, now it will become now 4 times, it will be now, because you know when you minus, you put them over each other. So 1 over radical 3 over 2 is ln of 2 radical 3 over 3. Okay. And then you take the 4 as an exponent, so you do ln of this to the all to the power of 4, and you'll get 16 over 9. So it will be ln of 16 over 9, 16 over 9, which is the same thing here, 16 over 9. Okay, so 25. Hope you understood. If you have any questions of how I did this and that, feel free to ask me. So 16 over 9. Okay, and for the last question number 13. Here they want us to find the the long question, this one. So here the domain is always you take the thing. So x plus 4 is equal to 0. Move the 4. So x will be equal to minus 4. So x will be equal to greater than minus 4. Okay. And then for as x approaching to minus 4, okay, y will be negative infinity, of course. And for x positive infinity, y will also be positive infinity. Why? Because you replace positive infinity. So ln of x is positive. So positive infinity plus 4 is what? Yani also another positive infinity. So it will be positive infinity. And for the vertical asymptote is minus 4 as is that we found because you put it equal to 0. And the range is, of course, minus infinity to positive infinity. As always, because of the y values only. See? Minus infinity to positive infinity. And then for d, it's always for d it's always increasing because from minus infinity to positive infinity, so it's always increasing. And the concaves, it concaves down, but why? Because you have to look at the graph. When you go to the graph, because you have to see which one is close to the vertical line of x negative 4 that we found. Okay, let me show you. So this is x negative 4. Okay, here. Which line? Which is this one, the red one, right? So the answer is 2. It's graph 2. and it's downwards. See it concave downwards. That's why it's downwards, and that's why it's number 2. Okay, let me submit, and let's hope it's all correct. Okay, and yeah, I hope you understood the quiz. If you have any question that you feel like stuck on, feel free to ask me, and thank you.